So we're just gonna let this rock the music until it's finished. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep going. Oh god. Yeah, my stomach is really revolting, huh? Holy moly. The stomach apparently just did not like what I had for lunch or some shit. Hey, Bird left. You're alright, man. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Streaming is hard when it's fucking 45 degrees. Did you know that?
Voice in you, strike back. Get them out of your way. If along the way's a little sacrifice, don't send them out of your way. Find you a way.
Fucking Christ. Skill to Gear Stress Drive soundtrack is just so good. Nah, not gonna get it. That's fine. Been holding up okay, Bird Laugh, not in the Pacific Northwest. Because the Pacific Northwest is dying, by the way. It's a lot more manageable today, as evidenced by the fact that I have a shirt on. Well, that was smooth as fuck, honestly. Having the opposite on your side, even if I'm made to warm you up, jeez. A mate, okay, gotcha. Not mate. Traditional drink from Argentina. What does it have in it? I don't think I've heard of a drink called that. Yeah, but either way though, just like, there's a fucking... The heat wave that came across was just ridiculous, right? Like, it damn near hit 50 degrees Celsius in one part in British Columbia. That is no joke, like a Canada high. No part of Canada has ever reached 50 degrees Celsius. We didn't, the place didn't quite get there, but it was like 49.7 degrees Celsius. Known as tomorrow, traditional South American caffeine-rich infused drink. It is made by soaking dried leaves of the holly species, Lex, blah 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 blah, in hot water and is served with a metal straw in a container typically made from calabash cord. Well, I don't know what half of that shit is, so it has me intrigued inherently. Like, on the merit of not knowing what half of that is, it has me intrigued. That could have honestly potentially been a gold if I had actually gotten the EPG to boost me a little bit. Potentially, not for sure, but, you know. The EPG would have definitely saved me at least 1 second, maybe 2. Either way, it's just like having a good gauntlet is always a good start. Yeah, no, just like... The fact that I am sitting here in a shirt with webcam on stream, like, basically says, like, oh, yeah, it's no longer, like, you know, complete death levels of bullshit, complete death levels of bullshit. You know? Oh, God. Ugh, right. I only got, like, 5 hours of sleep last night. Because sleeping in this heat is still bad. Yeah. No, the AC is keeping up now in the house. Whereas before it was so hot it could barely keep up. Like, my room still felt like it was 25 degrees. You know, even with air conditioning on, trying to cool it down to 16. It was ridiculous. It was honestly ridiculous. Not bad. Same here, been having a hard time falling asleep. Only got 6 hours last night. Yeah. I'm mostly just like, God, man. You know what sucks about everything, right? You know what sucks about everything? It's fucking... There's no guarantee that that's gonna be the peak of summer, right? There's no guarantee that another heat wave like that isn't gonna hit this summer. And that thought just makes me fucking hate everything. I'm really lucky right now that, you know, I have financial aid, right? And working for Sean for a while. Between those two things, I got plenty of things just, like, saved up. You know, I can afford to sit here and, you know, stream. I can afford to sit here and not go out looking for a job, which I wouldn't anyway. I'm not fully vaccinated. You know, I only got one shot yet. I still need a second. Just like, I cannot imagine working in that goddamn heat. I feel like if I tried to work in that heat, I would legitimately pass out. Like, I know what it's like to work in an incredibly hot environment, right? Like, my old job did not have air conditioning in the building, and I was surrounded by a hot sink, constantly surrounded by hot water, constantly surrounded by fucking a dishwasher that constantly spews out boiling hot water. There's a fucking grill heating the place up as well, and a whole bunch of bodies also adding to the body warmth. Like, combine that with summer, shit is the worst. I was like constantly working in what felt like over 20 degree, over 40 degree weather. Even if it was like 36 or 35 or some shit, right? So to legitimately work in over 40 degree weather with that, with all of that things that I said, I feel like I would have legitimately died. Which is why I'm glad I got out when I did. Like... Also, I just think the new boss is incredibly shit. You know, that's just a subjective opinion. I don't know who still works there. I don't keep in contact. It's just, wow, you know? My boss legitimately made me feel like... My new boss legitimately made me feel like I was a problem. Even though I was like the only thing standing between her and a complete shit show half the time. I pressed space too early. Or not space too early, I pressed crouch too early again. That's something I do frequently. I need to try and, like, mentally remind myself not to do. This press the space bar to... Press the crouch button before the space bar in situations where I'm jumping or slide hopping or whatever the fuck. Or jumping off walls. Nope. Too much speed loss on that to go for the gap. Yeah, no, exactly. Cold is significantly better in every regard than heat. Okay, that was just a whole bunch of things just... That was a 709? Really? What went wrong? Oh, right. The whole... Yeah, okay, right. I was like, how was that a 709? That felt pretty good. But yeah, there was the whole missing the slide hop because I crouched off the wall instead of jumped. And then also the circle room. Well, that could have been way better, but whatever. I'll just take it for now. Oh yeah, no, like, for real bird laugh, though, with the second part of that. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I'm legitimately, like, sitting in just my underwear, and how many times I just, like, feel like taking my underwear off. That was... I'm kind of surprised I'm alive, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should be dead right now. Well, that felt pretty smooth, all things regardless. It always amazes me how smooth your gameplay is, and that's the worst thing, right? I see all the mistakes in my gameplay. I might have said that was smooth, but I felt every single mistake in my gameplay there. Like, for the most part, that was pretty smooth, but yeah, there's still a ton of mistakes there. 908, 909, not bad. Definitely can be way faster still, but I'm just gonna safety this, or I could just fuck up completely and lose time. I should have just gone for it. I had the speed for it, I absolutely did. Oh my god, I actually got both the fucking grenades for once. Amazing. I won't get a sub 10 embark, but like, this should be time save off of that, as long as the Titan tutorial goes well. Same here, when I play, your friends telling me you're doing great, meanwhile you're screeching internally. Yeah, no, just the better you get, the more you're able to discern when you make mistakes. Like, I know for a fact that there's several locations where, like, what I am doing is not optimal. But to somebody who's, like, less informed, you know, it just looks like I'm fucking speeding through everything. I'm speed demon. I'm, you know, amazing at the game. I guarantee you, Brian Otto could look over this entire VOD, right? And he could point out every single individual place where I could be doing something better. Because he's that knowledgeable about the game, and he is that much better than me. Like, I would still need at least a year straight of consistent practice to even come close to where Bry is right now, and that's not taking into account, like, where he'll be in a year as well. Okay, one survived. Even Gibney, how you doing, dude? Nice to have a day off. Nice, dude. Good shit. Yeah, unfortunate that I had that bad decision after the second battery. Well, I'm doing a lot better, I'll tell you that much. Between it no longer being fucking, between it no longer being 1,000,000 degrees Celsius, and, you know, subsequently, between it no longer being 1,000,000 degrees Celsius and it subsequently letting the AC do its work, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still not getting great sleep. Good luck on runs. This game slapped hard. It does, Fluffy. I fucking love Titanfall 2. To the point I'm currently top 10 in any percent and top 5 in all helmets. But, you know, that's how that goes. But yeah, I'm still getting bad sleep. I need to get better sleep, for real. That's the main thing I need right now. I didn't forget any helmets, right? Pretty sure. I feel like I got the timing for Disembark jump down pretty well there. I mean, like, in BT and the Gauntlet, I'm trying to make sure in my head that I didn't just randomly forget Helmet 1 in BT, which I have done in the past. That ain't good. Wow, 123? That's really good. Oh, you know what? I thought I was gonna bonk. I'm not gonna lie there, I thought I was gonna bonk. That's why that happened. I was just preparing for it. Okay. I just got a no-height jump there, apparently. That was weird. I definitely heard the double jump sound, but it felt like I went nowhere. You got them all up until now? Okay, that works. Oh my god, please give me some speed. I felt like I had to go for that backup because I just didn't have the speed I wanted. 408 for that should be pretty decent overall. I think I can sub 4 in like a really good run, but it does require a few things to really go my way. Don't even look at the last helmet on the mission. I mean, you'd be surprised how much I'm really dumb. Never seen that wall run for sludge skip. It's not optimal. It's an early strat or a backup strat, really. You were not invited to Kane's party, and that's why you're dead. Well, well, another runaway hero with an SRS Vanguard class Titan. Woo! Now we're talking. Bringing a knife to a knife fight. Oh my god, Kane, bitch. Hey, that's not bad. That was like a 522, so it should be like a 621. That's only like 6 seconds slower than gold. That's honestly not that bad. Thanks, Bird. Appreciate that. Main problem is you can literally never get the mantle. It seems like it's way easier to mantle from that low angle. It is. It definitely is. Like I said, I think it is a beginner strat slash a backup strat. It's where you always hit the side of the pipe and don't mantle and don't know why. I'm not claiming that you're too far right, but you could be too far right in the instance. If you're too far right, you just run into a wall, an invisible wall, and you can't mantle. 8 seconds ahead at a Blood and Rust. That's honestly pretty damn good. But now we go to kill myself. 安德森少校走的是这条路，他可能是到汇合点的捷径。我建议我们继续前进，小心前进。Oh, BT. Not gonna lie, everything I do in Titanfall is something I've watched you or someone else do in a run. You never watched a full tutorial for it. Technically speaking, I haven't either. I learned most of what I know just from watching people. I've only watched a tutorial for a couple things. That being super fastball and kill room skip. That's also probably the reason why sometimes it took me a while to have a bit of an understanding on certain things. do this and one of these. Okay, cool. That was a bit slow, but I'll take it. Considering I got a really good EPG boost that I carried the whole way through at the start, that shouldn't be too bad. I wasn't sure about that one. I wanted to disembark. Really good clear. Just straight up a really good clear there. Yeah, some of the helmets are in a weird place. I won't deny that for a second. That guy really still got in my way. That's sad. Bruh. Let me hit the button, please. Okay, I hit it. It doesn't matter. How the fuck do you... LA and Actual fuck do you efficiently kill Titans with Ronin in Frontier Defense? By having it at max rank, that's how. There's nothing else I can say besides having it at max rank. How's the hunt for Glitchgate coming along? Do you know anything? All I know is that we found locations where it's possible, but we still don't have a way to consistently do it, and that's the main thing. We have a theory in how it works. It's related to def warping and loading a checkpoint or something like that. But as it stands, we just don't have a clue of how to do it consistently, and that's the main thing. You just literally have to get the double duration for Highlander. Yeah. You have to get the double duration, and you have to get the extra damage, and you have to get the fucking shields on hit. You just have to with Ronin. That's just how it is. Oh yeah, that was a 5-second gold. Nice. Unfortunately, I lost that. Not like I was gonna keep the speed anyway, but you know, it's just nice to have. No, what's up, monkey? No, play it safe. Epic Gaming. Nice. I'm glad you are in fact Epic Gaming. Damn it, I lost the speed. That's kind of really bad because the start was really slow. So like there is actually a good chance now if I keep going not that fast that I could miss the first cycle. I mean, I always have been getting a Spitfire here. Okay, no, I know what you mean now. You're talking about getting specifically the Spitfire in that spot for later on, but not in this level, in that spot. Okay, that's what you're referring to. Yes, the reason I do it here is because it's the reason I do it there is it's inconvenient to do it anywhere else in all helmets. It's strictly just inconvenient to do it anywhere else in all helmets. That's the main thing. Don't you fucking dare. Sag. Okay. So you figure out how to get glitch state consistently. Whole prize gonna be on cloud 9. I mean, I don't know. Depending on how broken glitch state is, it might or may not affect my my like for the category. Or like, if we can get it consistently, as in like, yeah, it's a consistent 5% chance type of deal, right? There's a few basically key caveats to that. The glitch state is basically a state you can enter. Okay. Well, time loss, because the game just decided, oh, I'm all the fucking way back here. That's just fucking wonderful. That's amazing. I'm so glad the game didn't save a checkpoint anywheres after this. This is just great. I love me falling off the platform and not moving with it like I'm supposed to. Turns into literally fucking 30 seconds of time loss. That's amazing. I'm so fucking happy. Hey, can y'all fuck off? I don't want to actually die here. Basically, the glitch state is a state where your camera and your character position are offset. They're not synced like usual, so it allows you, in the best cases, to go straight through walls. Which means that you could theoretically bypass entire sections of the game. We know, we've seen a lot of clips of it being done in Affecting Cause Chapter 2. We've seen some stuff with it having been done in other stages. The main thing that people are looking for is how to do it consistently, and if it's possible to do consistently on a... If it's possible to do consistently on Abyss 2, because everyone thinks the Abyss 2 skip is going to be related to, like, everyone thinks the Abyss 2 skip is going to be, like, directly related to the glitch state at this point. Couldn't really glitch state allow for skips for Into the Abyss 1, whereas always perfuses undying hate for those levels. Into the Abyss 1, it could theoretically do skips for anything, right? Because the whole idea of the glitch state is that you can pass through walls. You can just walk out of bounds. Theoretically, that would allow you to, you know, skip massive portions as long as you could hit the triggers, right? This is gonna suck if I don't hit dome launch, because I'm just gonna be so fucking far in the red, it's not even gonna be funny. I did so well up until this point. Losing only fucking like 13 seconds to Summer Best, and now it's like, hey, be in the red, bitch. I'm sad. I'm gonna have to go for a backup. Please, dude. No, don't get off. It's not the worst that could happen. There's definitely a way worse variant of that, but that's just more time loss that I don't fucking need. Huh. Never actually noticed there's like a waterfall here. How have I never noticed this? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, like, there's a few things the glitch state could theoretically, like, you know, help us skip. If we could get glitch state in, like, Affecting Cause 1, for example, we could hit all the triggers that we need to hit while the talking cutscene is going. Right? And the moment that, like, we hit the last trigger, which only spawns after a certain point, the game would just load to the next level. It would get rid of FTL, but it would be a significant amount of time save. Upwards of like 20 to 30 seconds at best, right? Potentially. Like I said, if in the situation that we... Easy every time, thank you for the follow. God, this time loss fucking sucks because the game just didn't give me a better checkpoint and I failed Dome Launch. Yeah, this is what I mean. I was only 13 seconds and now I lost 13 seconds to Summer Best and then I lost like almost a fucking minute. Over a fucking minute on one stage. All helmets Abyss too, dude. Be perfect or fuck you. Yeah, like I said, if I don't think that glitch state could... Let's put it this way. I'm not comparing it to SRM because I would think it's as powerful as SRM, but I think glitch state could have the power to do what SRM did for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, in the sense that, like, it could be so powerful and so, like, it could be so powerful and at the same time, like, so divisive that it could, like, split the community and force category splits, basically. Like, 80% no glitch state. Where could I find clips? Speed Tech clips, can probably find some there. Just look in the channel and then, like, look for the word glitch state as a way to get it. God damn it, I hit the wall because I tap strafed too much too early. 104 entry is still good. Because, yeah, no, if the glitch state is literally just like, it turns out every single level, just get the glitch state, glitch out of bounds everywhere, hit the triggers out of bounds, like, it's a whole different run. And depending on your viewpoint and how good or bad it, depending on your viewpoint and, like, how it actually affects how you move through the run, it would potentially defeat the purpose of, you know, what I enjoy about Titanfall 2 speedruns, right? You know, I don't do 0 and 1 star in SM64 because I don't like LBLJ and I don't like SBLJ. Right? I don't like those two BLJs. This is the main reason I run 70 star, because BLJs are banned completely. Some BLJs are fun, but I don't think BLJs are as engaging as some other people. I'm gonna have to literally wait here for this dash because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I just don't think BLJs are as fun as some other people. Simple as that. When you're using BLJs for, like, the purpose of, let's just say, you know, I want to do something funny in a ROM hack or whatever, then yeah, sure, BLJ to your fucking heart's content. It's different when you're trying to rely on a semi-random BLJ and then two BLJs which require a shit ton of practice, and if you fail it, go ahead and reset the fucking run. Just not a fan, basically. Just not a fan. Save some time there, could have had way more. SBLJ sucks ass, yeah, basically. Yeah, like I said, like I say, it would technically, you know, in a situation where we could consistently get it, it would be huge in terms of strictly saving time. I'm not convinced the glitch state could be something healthy for the run, you know? Did I really? LBLJ is cool, but its difficulty is absurd. What the fuck? That was weird. Well, that was really bad. That was like a 103. I got too many. I got way too many, like, sub ones recently before I took my break, so anything that's like +1 there, considering I'm not using a frag boost, it just feels bad. Yeah, no, it's entirely just like a preference thing, right? And I'm sure if the community agreed with me that, like, oh yeah, we found glitch state, oh, but glitch state is kind of just like, you know, shit. Glitch state just kind of takes away from the run's enjoyability rather than adds to it. Then, like, yeah. The likelihood is we'd probably create a no major glitches any % category, but like it would have to be a community voted thing. And that's under the assumption that we can figure out how to do the glitch state consistently, which I'm not going to rule out, but there is very little to go on in the way of leads as to how to do it. Yeah, the ideal situation for me is we find glitch state, we find a way to do it consistently. Glitch state is not actually useful in any level except for Into the Abyss 2, which turns Into the Abyss 2 from a 6-minute auto-scroller into a 3-minute out-of-bounds challenge. That's the ideal situation for me in this whole thing. If glitch state was only useful in like Abyss 2, then I would be like, nah, beautiful. Sounds like a whole new pain in the ass. Honestly, I can see where you're coming from with that, but like, I would rather a stage not be a fucking auto-scroller. I'd rather feel like I have potential still left in the stage to improve by just getting better, right? Than knowing full well that any gold I get is going to be so minuscule it doesn't fucking matter going forward. Nope! Oh! Now, that's what we like to call a close one, boys and girls. That's what we like to call a close one, boys and girls. Yikes. That's when you get FTL at just the wrong speed. Or just not enough speed. That's the first time I've seen you do any amount of light speed you almost soft lock. Yeah, I just didn't quite have enough speed because I was slightly misaligned on the laser grid. I still managed to walk forward and avoid the soft lock, thankfully. But, yeah, I just barely... I was super close to getting soft lock there. Which just... Whew, that wouldn't have been fun. Well, I fucked that up. Sub 1, considering I had to get the helmet, it's pretty good. And considering that there was some mistakes that happened there. No worries, Bird. See you later, dude. Technically this is bye, but... it's really bad. It's really bad. trying to go for there, but it wasn't something smart. Yo, I'm fucking zooming right now, dude. I'm fucking zooming right now, dude. That was fucking sick. Boom, baby. Look at that gold. That's over a 10-second gold. That's 12 seconds. That was really good. That was really good for all helmets. Definitely, obviously, still improvable. But, yeah. That's really good for all helmets. And I'm almost back to 2 minutes of buffer time now between PB and, whatchamahoosit. Between PB and Sum of Best. There we go. I got stopped by something for a second, I'm not sure what. That wasn't that great. This'll probably lose time. We'll see how it goes. Now 105. I think a 105 is like a 151, I think. So maybe. Not entirely sure. Oh my god. Okay, man, I don't know if Green has sent you this, but I'm like... I'm sending this to you. Yeah, just barely a 151. Alright. So, that was the first stage that's identical to any percent. This is the second stage that is identical to any percent. Beauty. Gonna wait a bit. More or less just want to avoid a crash there. That's like about as good of a cutscene, or not a cutscene, but like a dialogue skip as I can get.
我建议我们协助消灭那些潜行者，并与反抗军部强兵联系。名称：电弧装置，功能：产生高达5兆焦耳的能量。
Oh god, I hate when my acid reflux gets like that. It feels so fucking terrible. Ugh.
了解了。
Ugh.
我建议在设施分台里面行动时小心一点。你必须取回电弧装置。我们杀人是不得已，分台里花钱雇佣不少人杀人。注意考虑。我们在那时都弟兄。
Yeah, not bad. Could have been a little bit better, but not bad. Actually, saving time is going to be rare on Beacon 1 anyway. Alright. Let's actually get a decent one here. Like, please. Let me get a decent one, you know? Wow, okay. I guess I actually did fall in that hole. That sucks. Dude, okay, of course. Of course my ability to press the spacebar at the correct time just suddenly dies in Beacon 2. I have a mental block on this stage, I swear. Beacon 2 is just a fucking mental block. Well, that was fast at the very least. Made up for some of that earlier bullshit. That is so bad. Alright, not supposed to go up there, I'm supposed to go up here. And I'm fucking everything up right at the end, dude. Well, this is not exactly a beacon to be proud of. Maybe I can cap it off with fast fans, who knows. Nope. Because for some reason, the game just sent me way further downward than it was supposed to. Like, I had way stronger downward acceleration than I should have there. Like, way stronger. God damn, dude. Am I ever gonna get a good fucking Beacon 2 in all helmets? I swear, like, all I get are shit Beacon 2s. Makes me fucking cry, dude. Getting the helmets isn't even that much time loss, man. Just fucking suck at Beacon 2. I'm just garbage at it, and I fucking hate that fact. I hate that no matter how much I grind that fucking stage, I'm just fucking garbage at it. Everyone else loves that stage, I hate that shit, man.
建议你迅速离开此房间。
做得好，体育，电力恢复了。好了，有电源了，打开防护闸，去修复信号台。行业开始用。
诊断完毕，电力100%。
开始执行天线锁定。
开始执行连线锁定模组。
60%、70%、80%、90%。
警告，发现错误，紧急关闭。
上尉，连线锁定模组已关闭。
该死，暗夜中发送正朝着这里来，
非常有可能。
能透过旁路连通模组吗？没办法，长官，除非你想向整个 IMC 舰队进行广播，我们得手动修复这模组。
铁玉，看来又得靠你了。
希望你不介意再冒一次险，铁。
Okay.
你得到现场修复信号台，并尽快赶回来。
Honestly, I'm debating even thinking about going for kill room skip in runs of all helmets right now. Because I feel like my Beacon 2 is just straight ass regardless.
扫描显示阵亡铁玉，我记得这名铁玉在摧残之地行动中表现非常出色。我的扫描器发现了运作中的连线锁定模组，东北方428公尺。我的分析结果显示，投掷是唯一的办法，我能够将你扔过去。
Alright, ladies and mental Jin. Will I fuck it up?
风力3节
Or will I actually do it right for once in my life?
95公尺，投掷质量。
The answer, you'll find out very shortly. Welcome to Super Curveball.
IMC 运输船正朝着你过来。
听到这，我是布里斯哥。呀，A14，我们正在调动部队协助，预计3分钟抵达。在体育显露信号台，该到它。
Well, it wasn't exactly what I would call perfect. But I'd call that more of a success than I've ever had in terms of that in a real run, so... It wasn't perfect, but it certainly was Pog, considering the circumstances. So I will take that, as it were.
发现连线锁定模组，检查抬头显示。
收到，就位于信号台4号购台处，等待拦截。C16，信号台4号购台上的小队已阵亡，铁玉可能是要从那里发送信号。
铁玉，模组位于天线的投射器中。
C16呼叫此刻特，铁玉的意图不明，他可能是要
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah.
铁玉，泰坦的用力。
Goddamn.
连线锁定模组连接中断。
协议2，任务更新，获得连线模组，我们等你回来，库珀。
注意，进入维修模式。
I'm at the mantle. Yeah. That's fine. Having the mantle there is probably like the least of my problems.
反泰坦小队已抵达，请求支援。
That's fair. I did it again, dude. That's what I was trying to do the first few times.
欢迎回来，库珀。
I'll get off the... No, dude. I didn't want to get on the zip line. I wanted to get to fucking DT. That's really bad.
自身机会，前行者机会，枪法， 正在攻击敌方步兵。已歼灭所有敌人，区域安全。没事吧，体育？协议2，任务更新，替换连线模组。模组的插槽在天线上方，我将你扔上去后，你再接着爬上去。
7:05 feels like the fastest I've ever done that. So despite the mistakes that did happen, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably on gold pace by a good margin. We'll see if it's enough to put me back in the green. If I'm even right for obvious, statement there. Okay. Would be fucking great to just, like, first try a new PB this run, for sure. Oh god, right. I have to actually remember how to do this. Don't do the thing.
死神接近中。反空军部队封锁控制室，发现敌人。
收到，封锁中，我们会在这里提供支援。
注意，发现异常活动，可能是敌方泰坦。
MC 听着，现在要生人军衔，也想取人性命，自己做选择。Yes, up in back here。注意先锋地带。
Yeah, that sucks. Well, it worked out that he ended up dashing into it anyway, so that wasn't super time loss comparatively, but that's still not great. Okay, this should be a gold. Not by as much as I would have wanted, so obviously still super improvable, but yeah. It should be a gold. Beauty. So it's about 2 minutes from when he explodes, if I remember correctly. That was like a 9/11, so that's like an 11/11. Still definitely possible, I think, to get like a 10-minute right now, but... I turned BT around for no reason there. That was kind of a waste of time. That's definitely going to be more than 9/11. I need to know if it's when the door opens or when Richter explodes, approximately. Either way, that's definitely a gold by a good amount, and I should be in the green off of that. Kind of really depends on how the last few stages, though. This is by no means like a free PB at this point. Just between, you know, the Arc and Trial by Fire alone, like, there is no guarantee that this is going to be a PB. I know my fold weapon gold is still super improvable, but, like, you know, I don't think a 30-second gold, for example, would save me if I was plus 1 minute, right? So. I am now linked to an acting pilot, Rifleman Jack Cooper. Wait a minute. Lastimosa links you to a rifleman? Yes, he had no other options. Understood. We'll get you transferred to a fully qualified pilot. Objection. Cooper is my pilot. Our combat effectiveness rating now exceeds 90%. Request permission to retain this link. You're lucky our backs are up to the wall, BT. Permission granted. That's high praise coming from a machine, Cooper. Thanks to your scan data of the Ark, we've tracked its energy signature to an IMC base right here on Typhon. We don't have much time. Let's go. Okay. It's probably just like 2 minutes and 1 or 2 seconds. from when Richter explodes. Still though, that's like a solid 31-second gold. Puts me in the green, you know, puts my sum at best and at a 126, so. There's time save here. I know I have to fight a gold in the arc, and obviously my full gold is shit. That's the idea, so who knows. Stand by for Titanfall. I still think Rye is a little bit overestimating me. I do think that Bri overestimates me just a little bit. I think I could get a 125 eventually, but like, which wall is it again? Is it this one? Okay. That shows you how long it's been that I had to ask which wall that was. That was decent. It's good that Sarah's here already. That probably means in the best case scenario here with Sarah already being here, I might potentially be able to like skip the set of Titans, but okay, I'm just gonna go. I don't want her to get caught up on that Reaper, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, she's right here. Is she gonna just go by? Am I free to go? No, doesn't look like it. Come with me, Sarah? Just come with me? Skip the thing? Okay. Nice. Perfect. Well, it's not like that great, all things considered, because like I'm pretty sure I still did that section like really sloppily, but oh right, I have to fucking crouch. I'm dumb as shit. Hey BT, let's go. That's like a 335. I'm not entirely sure how good that is. Alright, let's do this, BT. So dash past these guys. Just swing here, like I normally would. It's really just readjusting the second core strategy to that wave of Titans. versus the previous one. Hey, that was nice Superman brute. Okay, yeah. Definitely wasn't as good as I thought it might have been. Probably going to be even going into Trial by Fire. Oh wait, right, I had time saved. No, so I'm still ahead going into Trial by Fire. But I actually lost a little bit of time. Okay, good to know. Still improvable. Definitely did not feel like I had a very good opening section. Quit to menu, real quick. 1, 2, 6, 9, 8, 11, 3. Quit to menu for Ion. Throw the grenade. Yeah, not much time to save here. A 954 is definitely improvable as a gold here, because I think I have like a 920 something. Even taking into account the helmets that you have to get, I don't think the helmets add more than 20 seconds, so I think I could probably get this down to like a 940, 930. Obviously, though, doesn't particularly matter. As of right now, the goal is, words are hard. The goal is Barker. I realize I haven't actually practiced Barker skip. Yeah, I haven't not practiced Barker skip since I started running again. So that's bad. Let's see if we can't remedy that issue with being better. Who knows? I don't know. Obviously, I don't feel like I feel like if Abyss 2 didn't go so fucking shittily, man. I would feel like I'm sky high right now, because I would still technically be on 1:27 pace. Visual clear. I've got good tone. I definitely feel a lot better than I did the last session, though. Hi, BT. Hi. What's going on, BT? Hi. Alright. My heart's racing. My hands are shaking. That's unreal. And I get the straightaway too. That's so good because now I get to get back in bounds here before the ship stumble. That was really fucking good. Like, holy moly. Very happy with that. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I thought the same. I was like, that probably isn't gonna work. Like, the 6-4 pulled in is a bit high, but I still managed to make it, and I'm just thankful I didn't fucking die. I just assumed that they were gonna take those last ones out. They were a little bit slow, but I'm not sure how much time it would have saved for me to... I'm not sure if it would have saved me any time to not let them finish it up versus just starting to go for the helmet. I think starting to go for the helmet was the better play there. Tango on the mezzanine. Shaped charges are ready. The fuck was that? You getting buzzed by an A10 right now? No, that just happens. I don't know what that is, but that is just an audio thing that happens every time I go back there. I have no idea why it's like that. Alright, this is the last real thing that can screw me that isn't at least somewhat in my control. And even, this is still somewhat in my control, so... This is the last thing that's... Okay. Yeah, it is weird. Don't kill me, don't crash. Okay, cool. Something controller, yeah. The good old, hey, SRC mods. I'm also an SRC mod, but, you know, I'm using a controller there, smile. Alright, here goes nothing. Voodoo 1, Viper's on station. Your run ends here, pilot. The RNG belongs to me. No time to save. No run to bless. Ah, this sucks. Okay, that was really bad. Need to add pausers to replace pause champ. Potentially, yeah. Anyway, that was really bad, so I almost certainly will not have to deal with the invisible wall. Like, almost certainly will not have to deal with the invisible wall. If I deal with the invisible wall, I will be fucking surprised, because that was really bad. It's a minute 55. Yeah, I don't even see the out of bounds effect, so yeah, that was really slow. It's a minute 55 from when I kill Barker, so I think this might be a gold. Or Viper, I mean. This should be a gold, yeah. Beauty. So yeah, that should be 735, which should end up, that should be a 935. Around 935, 936, probably. Within that range. Suck it, Kyrie, you're an orphan now. Oh god, dude. Okay. Well, if all goes well, this will be the 128, and it's gonna feel real good. I cannot reach the Ark. Cooper, I need your help. Let's go, BT. God, this is the first run of the day. Just want to throw that out, that this is like the first run of the day. Brace for impact. Alright, so that's definitely a gold. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. Woo! Okie dokie. Damn. How much of a gold was that? I don't actually know what, like, the ending time was, but... not bad. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna go to the Titanfall 2 speedrun Discord. We're gonna go to On Pace. Minus 43.4 into fold. And yeah, 1209 is still an improvable gold here. Let's see. Let's do it. Lisk, your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC. Just have my money ready. I'll get you your precious cargo, you useless niff. Oi, Titan! You're gonna open up and give me what I want. Voice command. Not recognized. Let me just rip it out of him. We can't risk it. The Ark's unstable. Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on. Tell your Titan to open up. About what? His feelings? Still trying to be a hero, eh? I have a lot of dosh running on this contract, my friend. So tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up, I will shoot you in the head. Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems marginal. Cannot visually acquire pilot. Stand him up! You see him now? Right here, right here! Yeah? You see him now? Functions compromised by severe. I don't care how broken you are. I know deep down something's still working there. Now open up. I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together. So yeah, this run's honestly been really good. There's been a lot of golds, a lot of good time saves and splits. The big blemish in this run is Abyss 2, where I lost over a minute. Like, this run plus Abyss 2 is 127 pace easy. Also, I think that was a 19-second gold based on my best possible. Because I think my best possible was... I think my best possible was a 128.49 going into the Ark. Too bad you shit the bed in Abyss 2, yeah. The first... The needing to reload checkpoint was my fault, I was too slow. The checkpoint really wasn't my fault. The checkpoint just screwed me, and then missing dome launch was my fault. So it was like 30%, it was like 40% my fault. The majority of the time loss was the checkpoint being so shit. So. Alright, and I did make sure before the stream started to clear the hitch. So if I get a hitch, I will be upset. Oh boy. I got all 3 of the helmets, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So I need to remember, where are the helmets here? Wait, shit, where are the helmets here? Helmet 1, helmet 2, helmet 3, okay, gotcha. I remember where the helmets are. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Ah, rip.
我发现一些东西，但是很模糊，无法确认。指挥官，收到资料核心了，信号微弱。你确定你有他们的位置？
It's gonna take it slow.
好，我得跟他们联络。指挥官，收到库珀的位置了，他拆了 BT 的资料核心，已经直达了 CV 工具。库珀，我是莎拉布里格斯指挥官。你如果听到，快到你北边1公里处的桥梁。你是我们反败为胜的唯一机会。我们往折叠时空武器来了。 我们来了，还没结束呢。你的方向正确，继续前
Damn,
进。
didn't get the wall run.
在折叠时空武器周围的反空袭防御系统太强大了，我们在地面布置陷阱遭遇困难，简直无计可施。下周还有最后一局先锋，我要调出资料核心，准备让泰坦降落。
That was kind of really bad of me. Okay. Now I just have to own up that this is really bad, and that's not good. Wait, what was that? Oh, right, the helmet's back here. Right. Well, that was really bad. Like, that was straight ass.
Hi, 杰克。将控制转给你。
库珀，我正在对 IMC 全力开火，但还是无法阻止折叠时空武器。你必须进入控制室。布里格斯指挥官呼叫所有战斗岗位，我要你们火力支援库珀和 BT， 尽全力掩护他们。收到，执行中。库珀，到山坡上，我们掩护你，快！继续前进，别落后了。斯托克顿失去联系了。
Hello, Fireball. Yes, I do.
我是罗侧角的兰德格尔上尉，斯托克顿中弹要坠毁了。 布里格斯指挥官，96师的盖斯，我们是不是来晚了？盖斯，你来的正好。马尔他还剩多少弹药？我们已经担下很多事，别担心库珀。
Can I get through?
库珀
Okay, it's crouching. Gotcha.
圣柜在他们手上，继续前进。
Need to remind myself going forward, it's crouching.
全力阻止 IMC 提供折叠式武器。如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
IMC 人员注意，我是马德将军，佣兵已将圣柜送达，准备折叠时空武器。
开启折叠时空武器能源系统，启动瞄准反退。
目的地设成
Okay,
球哈莫
just...
尼。
I don't technically need to do this optimally. I can just take it slow. But, like, I want to still go fast. God damn it. Okay, game, could you mind giving me a wall run, please? Holy moly. That definitely just felt like the game was being mean to me. Okay, a lot of this feels like the game being mean to me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no way that's gold. That was just too sloppy for a gold, 100%.
你拿到钱了，布里斯克，稳吧，我的部队会接着处理。
About time to do something. I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's all yours. Keep the salvage. You said anything about salvage? I'll do this one for free.
在我看着你就想看到伟大的钱啊！在圣殿的设计至第一阶段，
火力黄金就是。
折叠时空武器程序通过第2阶段，目标已锁定，自由武器，请先用好了，阿木达。
beauty.
段3接着击飞直接头脑中。
Yeah, I got fucking... I didn't get pre-charge because, as per usual, you know, I only seemingly get to get pre-charge on runs that are really close to my PB instead of like minus 43, right? Yeah, I don't think I did anything wrong there to slow that down. That's the worst part. I think I just got bad RNG, but that's fine. I think you found a segment you should actually practice. Yeah, no, I absolutely should do full weapon, for sure. Do you set effect sections of full weapon to practice? Got a relatively early kill there, so that's decent. Well, this should PB barring any bullshit. That was Definar. I don't mean the whole thing, just the last helmet. Yeah. No, that helmet was shit. And just like Forte said, hi Forte, by the way. I kind of need to learn how to get that more efficiently. I got the general idea now of how to do the door skip. Just fly and crouch, get through the door, and then disembark jump. And failing a disembark jump, get close to the wall. So. Bro, this is the first fucking run of the day. What the hell? Legit the first run of the day. Yeah, this was a 127. This is a 127 with a good Abyss, so if I repeat this run and have a good Abyss, I get a 127 for sure. So honestly, I think I'm gonna change it to a 126. Disembark Jones is surprisingly hard. I literally learned the early disembark in Blood and Rust not need to do one. I feel like I got a decent timing on disembark jumps, but yeah, they are surprisingly hard. Hi, Tree Bam, by the way. Might not work, yeah. I'm just gonna go for the wall run, play it safe. That sucks. Might have killed the 128. I went through the tree. I went through the tree, thank God. Okay, we still got the 128. Alright, that's good. We still got the 128. Okay. Alright. Okay, good. Okay. Good. Very good. The tree allowed the 128. Yeah, it fucking did. It straight just allowed the 123. Or 128. Alright. Thank you, Tree Bam. Nice, dude. Alright. The 128 is down. Taking into account the minute we lost in Abyss, this is still a 127 run. So, yeah, I'm gonna make the goal a 126 instead of a 127. So yeah, that fold weapon was incredibly sloppy. I definitely feel like there's at least another 30 seconds plus worth of golds there. So, you know, get better at that. The arc was really good this run. I highly doubt, without a better Viper Zerg, that I can beat that. I'd need to have that arc and a Viper Zerg, a good Viper Zerg to go with it. Try by Fire, still definitely improvable. Beacon 3, still definitely improvable. It wasn't perfect, it had mistakes, even if it did gold by a good amount. Beacon 2 is obviously one of my worst stages. I practiced it a million times and I still perform like shit in runs. Effecting Cause 2 was good. Effecting Cause 1 is just like get FTL and have a good opening. Oh yeah, right. Show helmets. I need to make sure I got them all. Right, so mission select. Get rid of the input display so that the mods can see. 1 out of 1, 2 out of 2, 6 out of 6, 9 out of 9, 8 out of 8, 11 out of 11, 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3. There you go. Boom. Gotcha.